Bolton 0, Everton 0. What are your thoughts?
Again, another good run out for the lads, and it was a pretty boring game to watch. We had a few good chances, and there's lots of first teamers playing, so good to see all those guys back on the pitch. I thought generally, first half, I thought we were poor. I thought until like maybe the last 15-10 minutes, I thought Bolton dominated the ball, and we can't. As the Premiership team, you'd expect us to be better on the ball, controlling the game better. It doesn't look to me like we can pass the ball beyond the defenders. It gets to midfield and then comes back to the defenders, and then we eventually just hoof it upfield. And to be fair, that's what we did last season as well. So that's how we're going to play. I just got to live with it, and whether I like it or not, sort of. Doesn't really matter, but that's how we play in it. We can't play through midfield. Played better in the second half when Dewsbury Hall came on. He's better at getting the ball, isn't he? And going through transition into the final third, but we just can't do it. But so good players again. Like last game when we played Dundee, I thought Osney was good again on the left. Although we played 5 at the back, didn't we?
Yeah.
So there's
basically 9 defenders.
Oh yeah, but those holes behind Osney and those holes behind
Brantford.
Well, Brantford had to cover across, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's still leaving loads of players. They're leaving players that could go through.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. I just think I'm not sure. I think I get it why he's trying 3 at the back and wing backs, but. Because he doesn't want to drop O'Brien.
Roll was all right.
Yeah, Roll was all right, but he's not his
right
position.
Back.
He's not a right back. He's not a wing back. Yeah, I'm sure he could slot in, but to me, I'm not sure. Does Moyes want to drop O'Brien? I don't know if he does. I think he likes him, so he's trying to find a way to keep him in the team. And second half, we looked better, to be fair, when he went back to right back rather than wing back. I've seen quite a few people online telling us how good Barry was.
He wasn't that bad.
But he wasn't amazing. He had a couple of chances. He had a header which he just put wide.
Being a striker for you is doing skills and stuff. That's what you class as a striker. You expect them to be like Ronaldinho or someone.
No, not at all. I mean, he put it wide with his head. He scored, to be fair, didn't he?
Yeah,
but he was classed as a bit offside.
Even though it was miles on.
Yeah, and then he missed a sitter, which he tried to hit with his right foot and just put it into the goalie.
I wouldn't say it's that much of a sitter.
But I don't think any striker. We could have R9 up front for Everton, and they wouldn't play.
No, he'd probably be on the bench.
Yeah, well, they'd be on the bench, but they wouldn't. The way that we play doesn't. Our striker is not there to do anything other than hold the ball up, lay it off wide, and then get in and the end of stuff. That seems to be how we play.
Well, we don't cross the ball.
Well, we cross the ball a bit more. I think that's the only way you'll get the best out of our strikers is crossing the ball. But going back to what I always say is that our wingers today don't go down the outside and cross the ball. They cut in and have a shot. So I don't know what you want from a striker. I don't know what Moyes wants from a striker. I know what I want from a striker, but it's not. The team's not set up to play how I want to play. So
I still don't think George is very good.
He didn't have a good...
Now the 2 games where he's been awful, he can't beat his man. Even when he comes in the inside, he still loses the ball straight away.
Yeah, well, he needs to get better, doesn't he? He was better last season. He was better last season, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But who do we have? What was the team? Who started in goal? Was it Travers? He did all right. And King came on second half, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right back we had Merlin Roll to start with. We
went to O'Brien.
Yeah, and O'Brien was centre alongside
Tarky and Brantford.
Yeah, and
Osney
on the left.
McNeil,
which again,
Alcaraz, who needs selling.
Alcaraz is
possibly the worst player I've seen Everton have.
No, he's not that bad.
He is bad.
I feel the problem with him is that he does everything at 100 miles an hour. So when you're playing in a game which is a bit of a slower tempo and he gets the ball, he's trying to rush it. And he doesn't look calm on the ball. He always looks like his game is about closing plays down, I think. But everything else is rushed.
He kept the ball 3 times.
Yeah, he was poor. He needs...
He's selling.
He won't get much game time this season.
I mean, who gets sold?
Well, he might do. I don't know. Who else did we have midfield? Armstrong, he's played better this game than he did last game, didn't he?
Yeah.
And there's a few changes in the second half. Again, some of the youngsters came in on towards the end, last 10, 15 minutes or more. I can't remember what the time
Still
was.
not seen that Brandon Graham do anything.
I thought he looked all right, yes.
Well, he didn't touch the ball.
He did. He came off he was on the left again. I mean, to be fair, I was falling asleep watching it. It was that dull a game. But I mean, the games are just there to get some play into the minute and just to get him going again. And
I thought Mikolenko was all right when he came on.
Yeah, Mickey looked good, but he's a defensive fullback and he's not an attacking fullback. So, and I still think, I'd like to see Osnu play as a left winger. He's got the skill. So,
Yeah, but he's not bad defensively.
yeah, but you've got a left back who can,
He's not good enough, is he?
if you're going to, I think we'll end up the season with O'Brien at right back again.
Yeah, we will.
And I think Mickey will be a left back, and there you've got a solid 4 there, haven't you?
Oh, Pato's going, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's not played for years
Yeah.
anyway, so you're not losing anyone there, are you? Because no one likes him. So I would. It would be interesting to see when it. Didn't see Diblin because he was injured, and
No Hackney again.
Hackney no. But I think we'll be at the Stoke game on Tuesday night. So we'll see how they get on there. Hopefully they'll play a bit more football rather than just hoofing it. But that's just me living in hope, innit?
Well, Stoke have looked promising pre-season.
Stoke have.
Yeah.
Well, when does Stoke's first game of their season? It's a bit before ours, isn't it?
It's on the 15th, a week before.
Oh, is it week 15th of August?
Yeah.
So we're only 2 or 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
So they should be a bit ahead of us on the pre-season.
Yeah, they started a week before us.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. Well, we'll be there on Tuesday night. See what.
They have a good
crack is.
midfielder as well, Stoke.
Do they?
Yeah. Paid 10 million for him.
Who is he?
Ethan Galbraith.
Any good?
It's alright. Can play
Attacking.
right back.
Well, we ain't going to buy him, are we?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying he can play right back and centre mid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. I'll see what he's like against Stoke. But yeah, generally,
Paul.
what do you think?
I think we've got 3 or 4 players that look ready for the Premier League, which is, I'd say, Barry, only Josh Dewsbury. I'd say Osnu. Ramfrey looked alright that game.
Yeah. Good to see him back, wasn't it? Tim was usual self, wasn't he? Tim.
I don't think I've ever seen him do a standing tackle. It's just slide tackles.
That's up to a minute. As long as he gets the ball, I don't care.
Well, he didn't get the ball yesterday. That's the problem. How many times did he get his man?
I think he looks a bit open. He looked a bit open yesterday. It looked like it was him just sat in front of the defence, and the other 2 midfielders ahead of him were slightly wide of him, so he looked a bit isolated to me. But again, I'm only looking from afar. I'm sure there's a rhyme and reason to what Moyes is setting him up as. Yeah. So nothing major as far as I'm concerned. He didn't learn anything. It's just boring game. Just didn't see any attacking promise again. Nothing going forward. It was just solid defensive work again, which we know we can already do that. So what's the plan going forward? Is what I want to see that. Where's the patterns of play going forward? Other than just a hoof to the striker and a layoff. That just frustrates me.
You see, and also we're waiting to the end of the month for Grealish.
Yeah, Grealish. I hope Grealish comes because he lifts the team, doesn't he, when he's on the pitch? And obviously everybody loves him. But I just think I think it's typical Everton, and they'll wait till the end of the transfer window and they'll probably do a few last-minute signings. Yeah. It's probably because we just don't want to pay the wages over the summer when we haven't got any games, so they'll save probably £1 million in wages by not buying anyone. So that's probably why they do it, not because they want the pre-season.
But then they'll have to do it next season.
They've bought a few players early doors because they were on loan last year, weren't they? So they bought a few, but We haven't seen it.
Yeah, but I don't know in what world our board is thinking they're going to get Jack Grealish for 10 million.
Well, they might just loan him again. I think that's probably
Unless
what
the only
is.
option.
I think they'll probably just loan him again, or they'll probably want to pay about 20 million quid for him, which, it's nothing, is it?
You know that Joao Plina, whatever he's called it, played for Tottenham last season.
Yeah.
Midfielder. Bayern Munich said they don't want him. I was thinking we could probably go in for him because he's not a bad player.
We don't need any more midfielders, do we?
Just lost Gay.
Yeah, but we've already replaced him, haven't we?
With who?
With Hackney.
Well, you said he's awful.
Well, I haven't seen enough of him yet, have I? So we've got him, we've got
What
Tim,
happens
we've
if
got loads of central
What
midfielders.
happens if Hackney gets injured?
It don't matter. We literally got thousands of midfielders. We need a right back, and we need a striker, and we need a creative midfielder.
You're telling me you wouldn't want Joao Plina?
Not interested in centre mids.
Right, what about they have a right back that they want to get rid of as well?
Who?
Some Bowie or something.
Don't know.
They went on loan to Galatasaray.
I'm sure they're looking for a right back, but from sounds of it, they're after a world class right back who's going to come to Everton, who is not in Europe or anything.
No, they're after a world class right back that's worth 10 million.
I don't know why we don't go and get Wan-Bissaka or someone like that. He's not amazing, but he's better than what we've got. He knows the Premier League. He's quick. He's a good defensive full back, which is what Moyes likes, and just go with that. Just go something simple.
I want that Doué from Strasbourg.
Is he good?
Yeah, but we won't pay 40 million for him.
No, we won't. Not for a right back.
We're in desperate need of one.
Yeah, well, they won't pay. He'd have to be significantly better than O'Brien at right back for Moyes to get him money. Do you think?
Well, he is.
Is he? Well, I don't know. Because we keep buying these players that have never played in the Premiership before, and they come over to the Premiership. It takes at least a season to embed them in. We need someone now who's ready to go.
So when you were criticising Barry the whole of last season, I said just give him a chance.
Yeah.
You're now finally admitting that it takes him a long time to settle in.
They all do, yeah. But this is his season now, and we'll soon find out, won't we?
Well, technically, he scored 2 goals in 2 games.
We'll find out, won't we? The season will appear. Will he be first choice?
20 goals.
You reckon 20 goals? No chance. I mean, to be fair, last season, Barry and Beto between them scored, was it 16 or 17 goals, or whatever it was. But that's because the first half of the season, Barry was first choice, and second half of the season, Beto was first choice. Well, if you'd just stuck with one of them all season, you'd have got 16 or 17 goals out of one player, and then you'd be going, he's a good striker.
Well, how many goals did Barry have disallowed at the start? He had 3, wasn't it? 3 or 4?
It seems to be only able to score off his backside or a ricochet or a closed, he doesn't score, he's never going to score a worldie, is he? It's going to be.
I hope he does next season.
It's going to be a tap in or a rebound or something. And
I hope he scores next season.
I've never
30 yards out.
I hope so too. God, I hope so. But it's not going to happen, is it?
I thought Beto was awful.
But Beto isn't. He's not a good striker, is he? He's hit and miss. There was a time where, was it last season or season before even, where he was through and goal and he looked really calm. He was just placing it into the corners. Now, last year, I remember watching him. He tried to place the ball and he went out for a throw-in or something. And then he did. Was it against Liverpool or somewhere? I'm sure he was clean through and he put it massively wide.
Yeah, this season.
Yeah. And then he tried to do the same yesterday and he put it massively wide as well.
Like when nearly went out for a throw-in.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know where you go with him because you think, he's getting better, and then he does stuff like that.
I just don't know how he's made it as a professional because he just doesn't look like one.
Well, it's like you just said a minute ago, he's scoring goals, isn't he? He scored as many, slightly more than Barry last week's season.
I said he scored goals.
So he is a bit of a handful.
It's because defenders don't understand him.
No, he doesn't know what's going to happen either. That's the same with Barry. Neither of them know where the ball's going to go on the second touch. Well, the first touch, I should say, is where they try and control it. It could go anywhere, and then it's on to hit and open it and see what happens.
I mean, I still like Moyes play both of them just up front, see how that does. Because we did it against Brentford and they both scored last season when we lost 4-2.
I'd imagine he might try that if you're losing a game and you want a point, you want to get something out of the game, and
because we were losing and shoved. I think it was either Beto. I think it was Beto on. Might have been Barry, but he subbed one of them two and played them up front together.
Yeah. What would probably happen is they just keep bumping into one another or something, because that's the type of players they are. They've got No real awareness of what's
Beto's
going on.
like Bambi on ice.
Well, I mean, I watch Barry's legs and he's like a spider, isn't he? I don't know where his legs are going. They're going in different directions, but hopefully he scores, you know. And if not, he's always got a career in selling clothes, hasn't he? That's some sounds of it. So good luck to Barry. Good luck to Beto. I think we need another striker.
Spending $8,000 on clothes like it's nothing.
Yeah, well, so he says. Like, I don't know. He's got money to burn, hasn't he? So yesterday's game, which is because we're a bit late in doing this podcast, there's nothing really to report other than a lot of the first teamers are out and we didn't look great. That's be my view. We looked better second half when we went back to a formation and we a bit more familiar with, and Dewsbury all came on. This gives us a bit more purpose.
But I wouldn't think Dewsbury's ready yet, because compared to him where he was last season, where he was demanding for the ball in parts of the game, he wasn't doing that. He was just receiving the ball. He wasn't like coming to get it or anything. He just kind of just stood there. I don't know. I don't think any of the team played particularly. We should be dominating. Should be dominating games. Bolton. I know. We should be getting the ball and we should be having the impetus to go forward and directing the play and controlling the momentum of the game, but we don't. But we're a bit like England in many respects, is that whoever the opposing team is, they control the flow of the game, and we are sort of more passive to it. So you know, if the opposition team is playing slow, we play slow. If they're playing fast, we play fast. We don't control games. But maybe that's. I'd say Brentford and O'Brien centre back next season.
It won't be.
Drop Tarky because he's awful.
Tarky's not awful.
He is.
But he'll be captain next season, so he ain't going to be dropped, is he? So whoever
it'll
sits
be his
alongside
last year. Honestly, that'll be his last year.
Well, it might be, but Tarky will be first man on the team sheet. Not because of what I think. Because Moyes will have him as captain.
Do you think he's good?
I think he's all right, yeah. Ain't got no pace, though.
No, we can see that.
Yeah. So you need a Branthwaite or an O'Brien alongside him, don't you?
He ain't that strong as everyone says.
Well, who says?
Well, most people act like he's bloody. You should go play rugby.
Well, he's an aggressive centre back, and he's more of an old-fashioned centre back. He's going to put his head in the way of stuff.
He's been bullied off the ball by that Brodbury from Sunderland. He's been bullied off the ball by that Thiago from Brentford. Bullied off the ball by Ekatike. There's 3 players right there.
I don't know. You tell me. Is he weak?
He looks it.
I don't think he looks weak. I think that's his whole game, is the strength.
Well, they're holding him off with one arm and he falls over.
No, I don't think it.
He's on his knees to Brodbury.
He needs to be careful, because there's often times where we've been to the games and stuff, and you can see him.
Well, he's never been sent off. He's never been sent off, to be fair, in his career.
He's lucky then not to get sent off, was he? But we'll be back next week.
Talk about Stoke game.
Yeah, well, a couple of days in it from now. So the Stoke game will be interesting for us, won't it? Because you go to Stoke a lot, don't you, with your grandparents? Yeah. So we shall see. So see you soon, guys.